We built a calculator that compares the financial return of buying a house versus renting and investing the difference, specifically through investment insurance. This isn't a competition about who wins or which lifestyle is best. It's a tool to illustrate something most people don't expect. Investment insurance can be a surprisingly competitive alternative to owning a house when you look at housing as an investment. The point is clarity, not conversion. Owning a house has real intangibles, and they matter. Pride of ownership and increased control over your space. Those are legitimate benefits, but they should be weighed against the other side of the scale, flexibility. Flexibility is not just a lifestyle preference, it's a financial advantage. Renting can let you move for opportunity, avoid being locked into a specific market or neighborhood, and adjust quickly when life changes at very little cost compared to ownership. Further, if you want to renovate your space, most landlords pay for the supplies, so finishing your basement is even cheaper. You really have to think if pride of ownership is worth the risk. Housing is exposed to market cycles, interest rates, local supply and demand, policy decisions, insurance costs, property taxes, and maintenance surprises. Even when prices rise over time, the path is rarely smooth, and the carrying costs are real. If your house ownership costs are over 30% of your monthly income, any financial planner will say this is lack of diversification. Contrast investment insurance, and every penny you put in goes into the investment, a well-diversified portfolio that manages itself and is guaranteed. There's also neighborhood risk, which people often ignore because it feels uncomfortable to talk about. If a neighborhood deteriorates, ownership becomes expensive in more ways than one. Resale becomes harder, vacancy rises, upkeep becomes less optional, and quality of life declines can compound stress. The house may still be a home, but as an investment, the downside is very real. You may lose your down payment or more. Meanwhile, building a life in any community, good schools, parks, neighbors, and building a future for your family does not depend on whether you own or rent, but it determines how fast you can move in or out. Your sense of belonging, or the kind of future you create, is up to you, not your real estate position. What matters is the community you choose and the life you build inside it. The best question to ask is how I optimize my life. Renting is low risk and provides freedom to make choices now, immediately, without waiting. Live in the home you want. Don't compromise Bekassu of pride. It can be better to live in the home you want as a renter than to never live in the home you want because you're saving for the down payment. Do you think your kids will care if you own or rent, or do they care about the parks and being able to walk to school? Renting can be a strategic choice, not a temporary failure. That's why this calculator exists, to put real numbers beside real life, and to show that investment insurance deserves a seat at the table as a serious alternative from house ownership. Contact a SaferWealth advisor today. SaferWealth.com, where new realities create greater security.